basically I kind of went off. Like, okay, so
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah.
Like, okay, so I said I really didn't involve you. All I said was that the person said something about you, so, and I did the emoji like this. So I only asked her, did she make the account? And then when she said, like, what did they say to Jessica, basically I told her, like, what they said. Like, it was that the girl who said blank to blank or whatever. And then I'm like, thank you, come again. And she's like, you don't have to have such a blank attitude. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you, so don't get mad at me because I'm not telling you who did it. It's not your business. Because it's really not. Like, why does she want to know who made it? Okay. So then, okay, and then I'm like, why do you care so much anyways? Like, why does she care who made the account? She's like, who did it? Really? And like, she doesn't know when to mind her own business. Like, this situation isn't about you. Okay, so move along. Go, go, go. Okay, bye. And then she said, hold up. Then she said, because I want to know, because you know what I'm sick of being left out and everything, and no one's telling me anything. It's horrible. You, on the other hand, are involved in everything, and that told me everything. You don't understand how horrible it is not be involved in anything. Okay, I tried a lot, so I know what's going on, but no one tells me. Okay, so you can stop. That paragraph made no sense. But basically she's trying to like switch the story and say like, oh, you and your friends never include me in anything. I just want to help you and blah, blah, blah. Like, sis, stop trying to play the victim. You know what you're doing, okay? I'm trying to like not get heated with this, but this girl just really like, she's very interesting, okay? I'm just gonna say that because I'm not trying to get my video demonetized. Like, I can think the word I'm thinking, but I'm not gonna say it because I'm not trying to get in trouble with my parents and I'm not trying to get demonetized, okay? So we're just gonna keep it at that. She's interesting. Like, stop trying to play the victim. She's like, we don't involve her in anything. First of all, I do. You don't, like, there's times when you need to mind your own business and like times when I'll include you and stuff. But like, this story just gets, you always try to include yourself in stuff when you're clearly not wanted. So this seems like very rude, but like, she just tries to include herself and stuff whenever we're having like a private conversation. So say like, okay, so in this part of the video, the example I used wasn't that great and it didn't really make sense, so I'm gonna act it out. Okay, so that this makes more sense, so where I sit in math, I sit like here. Next to me is Miss Puff, and then Zoe, she's across the room. So basically, I'm going to be acting out a scene where she was like looking at what we were saying, like in our conversation for some reason. Like, I was just trying to tell her something simple, but she's like being all like, so I'll act it out for you.
Okay, class, today we're going to learn how to plot fractions on graphs. So everyone, you need to pay attention. Class, everyone listen. Okay, so
what are you guys talking about?
To, get
Do you want me to get her for you?
what?
Okay, yeah. You, and you, yeah. Pass out papers to each row. So everyone, once you get your
What?
graph paper, I want you to get a ruler from the bin and plot your points. So the fraction that we have is 3/4 and 5/12. So you will plot the y and x axis. So the equation is y equals mx plus b. And what you want to do is right here.
Okay, so you keep telling us to add you to our chats and you try to be a part of our conversations when we're not talking to you. So like, I'm talking with my friends like over here, and then like she's walking and she tries to like zoom in and be like, oh, what are you guys talking about? Like, we're here, and she's like butting her nose into everything. Like, can you just worry about yourself for 1 second. I'm nice to her, okay? I try to include her and stuff. Like, I don't like exclude her because, like, you know, whatever. But like, she's just like not thankful. Like, you're only talking about the times when we don't like let you in the stuff, but that's because it's private and like that's none of your business or whatever. So I'm like, you can stop trying to play the victim, saying, oh, no one includes me in anything, even though you just call me the B word, thinking I'm gonna feel bad for you, even though you're calling me this. So she said I had a blank attitude or whatever, but like, I guess I read it wrong, so whatever. Then she's like, I did not call you the B word, I said you had a attitude. Okay, also you guys talk about blank, that I don't know when you're standing right next to me. Okay, that's not okay. If you don't want me to know what you're talking about, then talk, I got it when I'm in front of you. Okay, this made no sense or whatever, but like, what are you standing next to us for? Like, we're not talking to you. Like, she's just that nosy person who tries to like stand there and walk and like listen with their ears like, you're not a part of this, okay, sweetie? And then I said, that's kind of the point, everything's not about you, because she tries to include herself in everything. And like, this is hard to explain because like, this isn't the first time I had issues with this girl. She like makes fun of like other people, and then she tries to switch the story and say like, oh, blah blah blah. Like, sis, there's this one time when she followed this kid and his account's private and he didn't like accept it, and she DM'd him and like went off or whatever. I'm not really sure what happened, but she's like, why didn't you accept me? You accept anyone else who follows you, blah 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 blah. And like, who cares? If he didn't accept you to like see his account, he obviously doesn't want you seeing it, because like, you're the type of person who can get mad about anything. And like, if you don't satisfy this girl, she'll like get mad. So like, on her story, she'll put like, do you think I'm mean, or like, or do you think I'm nice or something? It will be like yes or no. And then if you put no, she'll like respond and be like, oh my gosh, you're so mean, you're so rude, blah 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 blah. And like, you just ask the question. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, sweetie. Don't get all butthurt because people are being honest. Like, bye-bye. So, anyways. And if I'm coming off rude in this, I'm like not trying to. I'm just like explaining this story because it's so frustrating and it's just like so weird. I'm like, what's the point of this? I'm gonna have such a long story time. This is like 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. Hopefully this isn't an hour video, but like, there's a lot that happened, okay? So, here, I said, I already told you to not include yourself, and I literally called you. So, she like called me. This was the day when the account like accused this girl, and I'm like on FaceTime with my friends, like on the computer, but then she calls my phone and she's like, what? And I'm like, you need to like stop, leave the account alone, you're gonna scare them away, because I'm trying to like figure out who this is and blah blah blah. And she like says okay, so I like sent her the screenshot to that or whatever. And then she's like, stop. And I'm like, we don't talk about stuff in front of you because it's private stuff. It's not about you, so you don't always have to ask us what we're talking about. So it's like she tries to be like, what are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about me? Like, we're not talking about you. We're talking about other stuff. Like, we're talking about school. We're talking about family. We're talking about friends. Like, you can go somewhere with all that. And then I'm like, what do you mean stop? I have proof. Blah, blah, blah. Heard you on the call or whatever. And then, okay, that's like all the messages I have with her. So like, after all of that, she like gets mad or whatever. So then my friends, they like send me a screenshot to something, and it says, I'm gonna show you a post or whatever, and it says, Savannah Mallory is cringy, let's start making fun of blank, like blah blah blah. So I'm not gonna say her name, I'm gonna like ask for her permission, but I'm not sure if this is true, because she posted something on her story and said like, oh, the things before is fake, or just doing that as a joke. I don't know, like, I'm gonna like have to ask her if she knows about this, because this is so weird. So basically, this account, they said, I'm cringy, let's start making fun of someone else. So, this is like where this girl basically exposed herself. So, this girl, Miss Puff, she posts on her account a picture of this girl that the account that was made about me, like, they're switching it. They're like, oh, let's make fun of blah, blah, blah. So my parents report the account or whatever because it's like really sus and weird. So they like delete all this Savannah stuff. So their account, wait, let me see. Their other account name was Noonie13. I'm gonna put it here or whatever. But then Miss Puff, she like responds and she's like, if you go to blank, how do you know who she is? Like, she's like too invested into this like story. So I'm like, why do you care so much? So this is like where she exposed herself. Miss Puff, she posted a picture of this girl. So I'm pretty sure she meant to post this on the fan account. So this is one like she made the fan account. Miss Puff is the fan account. So she was messaging herself back and forth when she said she DM'd the account and said like, oh, why'd you do this? You're so mean, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you kidding me? So this girl, she sees it and she's like, doing this is rude. Like, why would you post this on your page? This is disrespectful and I would never do that to you. So one of my friends screenshotted this and they sent it to me or whatever, and Miss Puff, she like commented, bah ha 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 ha, like laughing at a picture of her, and she's like, what are you laughing at? Like, obviously she's jealous of her. Like, she's a pretty girl, she's not ugly, and she's like, ah, ha ha ha, and then the girl, she's like, what's the point of this? Like, what are you making fun of her for? Like, she literally has nothing to do with this, and she just got mad at me because I called her out or whatever, so she's, like, trying to make fun of this girl for some reason. I'm like, what the heck? So, basically, after this, I think this is the same day, May 8th. Today's, wait, yesterday was the 11th, 10, 8, so I don't know, you figure it out. But it was on May 8th. So basically this girl, she makes a group chat or whatever on Instagram. And she like adds all my friends to it. And she's like, can you guys not talk about me and Dory? Okay, thanks. So Dory, this is the group chat that me and my friends have. And this is like what I said before. She like tries to, like, she was literally on Zoe's phone. And she tried to add her to our group chat. And the thing is, we tell her we don't want her in our group chat because, like, first of all, in the one chat, there's 10 people in it. And, like, I tried to make one with, like, more. And you can't add that many people in it. And, like, the thing is, the people in that group chat, majority of the people in there, they don't like this girl. So we don't need her trying to, like, start drama and beef and, like, fighting with my friends. Because, like, I'm not even friends with her, honestly. Like, I have mixed feelings about her. Like, I would be nice to her and stuff. But I wouldn't consider her my friend, honestly. Okay? And then she's like, okay, thanks. Like, we can talk about you if we want. Like, I'm not telling her, like, oh, we're talking about you and Dory. Like, why? Like, who cares? We can talk about you if we want to. You're probably talking about me to your friends, okay? And then she's like, yeah, I'm the fan account. It was kind of dare/joke, so yeah. So, like, we all read her message, but I, like, left that group chat. So she, like, kept adding us back to it. Like, the people who'd leave, she would keep adding us back. And Jasmine, she was at gymnastics while this happened, so she had to, like, scroll up and, like, read everything. So she was, like, caught up. And she's like, dang, I missed a lot. So basically, she, like, kept adding us to this, like, group chat on Instagram. And I kept leaving. Like, can you leave me alone? If I'm not responding to you, I don't, like... Okay, so something that I forgot to say in this was that after, like, we didn't tell her, we just, like, gave it away, basically. Like, we didn't respond to her. She's like, can you guys please respond? I didn't respond. I know that because I kept leaving the chats. But some people just gave in or whatever because, I don't know. But she was, like, still trying to, like, message my friends. And, like, even if they, like, blocked them and stuff, she, like, messaged them with another account that she has. And she's like, did you block me? And she still talks to them for some reason. Like, if you don't see my account, you're blocked, obviously. Like, I blocked you for a reason. Stop trying to, like, contact me, okay? Don't message me. Don't try to call me. Like, bye. Thank you, next. Like Ariana Grande, so. Bye! I'm just kidding. Okay, so my friends, they like send me screenshots, and basically this girl's like harassing my friends as well. So Miss Puff, she's like, hey Zoe, can you answer me? And Zoe, she's like, what? Okay, so first of all, I unfollow her. I didn't block her yet. I kind of need to, but because I don't need her bothering me. Okay, so okay, so while this is happening, she's like harassing me and all my friends. Like, she's trying to like force us into this friendship that we don't want to be a part of. Like, there's this story on one of my friend's page, and I screenshotted it because I related to this. So I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm trying to scroll, but this computer is being. So I forgot to like say this in my video because I kept running out of storage. But what my friend posted on her story, it was, until you let go of all toxic people in your life, you'll never be able to grow into your fullest potential. Let them go so you can grow. So I'm just gonna say thank you next to this girl, and yeah. Okay, so my camera keeps on cutting off. I'm going to talk really fast so it doesn't do that again. Basically, I go to school. My friend talks to the teacher, and she's like, oh, I'm afraid that, like, she's going to be left out of a group of friends. So I email her so I don't have to sit next to Miss Puff because I don't want to be associated with her. So basically, she's like, oh, I think she might be left out and blah, blah, blah. Like, first of all, I don't want to be her friend. Second of all, I don't have to be friends with her. And third of all, I don't get why she couldn't just have easily moved me because she's bothering me. I'm trying to be a scholar. I'm trying to learn at school. And this girl, she wants to start drama with me for no reason. And like, she didn't talk to me that day. Really, she did. I ignored her because I didn't want to talk to her. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below for more videos. I'm trying to talk about it because I don't want this to cut off because I had to delete so much stuff because this is the longest video ever. I have like an hour of footage on it. It's like 40 minutes. And like, this teacher, she gives out way too many chances. She's like, oh, you should give her a second chance. This isn't the first time I had issues with this girl. She literally does so many screwed up things, and she blames it on like, oh, I'm just going through something, blah blah blah. She did other like mess up things to my friends and stuff, and like, I don't want to be associated with her. It's like those people, like when someone cheats on you and then you go back to them, what makes you think they're not going to do it again? This is literally what this girl does. Like, she does mess up things, says she's sorry, and then does it again. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm just like, are you kidding me? So I had to sit next to the girl in class, but I like moved my desk over because I'm like, bye. Like, that was shady. Now I look back at it, but like, oh well. That's the tea. So I have freedom of speech. I can say what I want in this video. Amendment 1 of the Constitution. How do I know that? Because of history. Thank you. Okay, update. I don't sit next to Miss Puff anymore because where I sit next to Miss Puff, but Miss Puff is friends with this girl who sits next to Zoe. So Zoe sits next to me now, and Miss Puff sits with her friends. So yeah, I don't sit next to her anymore. So that's good. And I have testing next week. And I'm kind of scared, but kind of relieved because I can't wait when school ends. But then I'm kind of sad because then Jasmine's not gonna be here next year, so I'm kind of sad. But like, we can still DM and message, and I'm gonna make like other friends too. But yeah.
If you find the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think